Gordon and Jackie, we've been doing the show a while now, but this to me is the ultimate racing dream, isn't it?
Certainly is. I mean, the horse you've paid $40,000 for, it makes a mockery of the big prices they pay for yearlings, and then to have a chance at the biggest sprint on grass in the world, or the richest sprint on grass, which is what he's made for. I mean, I'm not into Melbourne Cups or anything like that. They're too hard to win. But if you've got a sprinter, you sort of go for the pinnacle, which is the Everest. And I don't know, it's just, as you put it, it's something you dream about, and it actually, dreams are coming true. Win, lose or draw in the Everest, that's whatever. It's the getting here and getting to the Everest has just been phenomenal.
Has it been the time of your life?
It has, yeah. Just like Gordon said, the journey of it, just packing up the horse float and putting him in and getting everything ready to go, and the long trip across. It's all great, isn't it? And
you know, all those early mornings, cold mornings in Adelaide. Yeah. Did you ever wonder that you'd get here? Obviously, you hoped you would.
Yeah, deep down, you hope, but you know, yeah, you don't think it's going to happen because our budget is pretty low, which sometimes is a good thing, because if they turn out half decent, well then you've achieved something. I'm not one that goes out and pays $1 million for a horse and then wins 20 grand. I'd sooner pay 20 grand for a horse that wins $1 million, and you feel like you've achieved something that way, or backed your judgment. So, to be here now with a cheap racehorse and a good one, who's already put $1 million away in the bank, it is a dream.
And I often use the phrase, the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker can be a horse owner. And Gytrash is that too, because there's a wide collection of owners, from Valerie, who's 92 years old, to the big bloke that got you in a headlock after the Lightning Stakes. It's all sorts of people.
They're all battlers. I'd say they're battlers as far as racing goes. This is the biggest thing that's happened to any of them. And they're in the same boat we're in. They've come a long way on very little output, and they're enjoying the ride, and it's fantastic for them.
So with 250 metres to go, over on the far side, Gytrash and Red Zell together. Nature Strip and Loving Gabby's getting closer to Nature Strip on the near side. Gytrash at the 100 over on the far side. Loving Gabby's run past Nature Strip. It's Gytrash in front. Gytrash has won it.
What about when he won that first Group 1 and all the owners were going off like a frog in a sock, Jackie?
Oh, it was terrific. If we could have stayed for the celebrations, we would have, but unfortunately we had other plans.
Your first Group 1?
Yeah,
oh.
Yeah, and I mean, people come up to you afterwards, and I didn't realise the significance of it, and people are still giving me accolades about winning a Group 1 race, and you realise then how hard it is when you're against Darley, Godolphin, Waller. You know, they've all got mega horses they're throwing them at Group 1 races, and to come out and knock them off and win one it's harder than what it looks.
So summing it up, we got a horse here bought as a yearling at $40,000. He's won over 1.2 million. He's into the Everest. He's got the Concorde today. What happens if he wins the Everest?
Try not to think too far ahead. Planning for horses is probably the only time I've planned for a race, which was 12 months ago. The plan was to get into the Everest and run in the Everest. Now we're there. The rest of the planning, I just tend to let things unfold. If he happens to win, we have a lot of owners that are coming here to the William Inglis to stay for that weekend. So I'm pretty sure the roof will be going off here if we happen to win. Imagine
if he actually won it. It's just something that you don't think could ever happen. You know, it's amazing.
We try not to get ahead of ourselves.
Yeah.
But it's hard not to, though.
Well, it is hard. In the back of your mind, you're sort of summing up what will happen, and got the guys here egging us on as well, and what they're going to do and what they're not going to do for us. So, yeah, can't wait.
Is he going to win the Concorde Stakes today?
He's going to be very hard to beat Nature Strip. But the thing we've got in our favour is Bull and Muscle's in there, and he goes very fast too. So I'm tipping we'll be giving them both a good start, turning for home, but hopefully he can run them down.
So what do you reckon, $2 on the nose of Gytrash today?
Yeah, better put a little bit on.